good, y'all? This is your boy Black G92. Now, for this evening, before I was interrupted by a message in the group chat that I had to look at and get my take on, more so, this is my second attempt at doing more so recording my reaction to the Megan Thee Stallion interview that she did with Gayle King, the full 10-minute, 27-second clip, 27-second interview, I guess, because like when I first watched a little bit of it before I was interrupted, it seemed like it's more so a repeat of what I saw in the 1 minute segment. And aside from, of course, the initial highlight reels of the initial case when it happened, as far as the 2020 shooting that happened between Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. We all know the story, how that transpired, and the initial news reports that came about from it when it first happened, and all of that jazz. And also, I did kind of reiterated my opinions on Gayle King and the like, and how what Megan Thee Stallion did as far as choosing her specifically to do an interview with was just a bad idea. And I mean, because I've already said this before, but I was gonna keep it brief and just say Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey, they're shady as fuck. So I don't exactly hate them, or even I don't even like them. So, but I just know that they're shady as hell. You know what I mean? That's it. And the only thing that Gayle King good interview that I seen that Gayle King ever did, based on my viewing, because I don't really follow Oprah like that. I mean, as far as the people that's around her, the only good interview that Gayle King has done was the R. Kelly one. You know what I mean? Because he further exposed himself in front of everyone, and that one is the serial rapist that we all said he was. You know what I mean? In spite of beating the initial charges that he faced back in 2002 and first brought to trial for in 2008 and beat those charges. But we all knew that dude had issues, was a sick man that needed to be locked away. So that's the good thing that came out of that interview. But I ain't gonna repeat myself. You already know. You can check out my previous reaction video to the 1 minute segment, not 1 minute segment, 1 minute clip from this interview. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish watching this in about 3, 2, 1.
July 12th, 2020. Let's go there, Megan.
Yeah.
That night changed everything for you.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument.
Megan Thee Stallion hit by multiple gunshots.
There was an argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. Mm-hmm. But that's normal friend stuff. We fuss about silly stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. This was one of them times where it was it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to
right.
the way that it did. Can you just briefly walk us through what happened that night? It starts you're at a party at Kylie Jenner's house.
I had went there and we were just hanging out.
See, I don't know how come they left that. How come when this got reported, they left those parts out, those details of the party and all the stuff they were doing at said party prior to the shooting. You know what I mean? Because it's okay, because I watch crime shows and such like that. They break down details of a case from point A to point B to point Z, point C. You know what I mean? So when Megan didn't mention that, hold up, what the heck? Oh, someone to mention that. Another thing from a group chat. But anyway, I'm gonna finish watching this, and this is a clip from the live stream. But it's at the pool party for Kylie Jenner.
And I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car. You, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver/security. Mm-hmm. Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston. There was an argument, and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. The argument was with the two people in the backseat. So I asked the driver to pull the car over. I'm done with this. And I should have stayed out of the car. I should have not got back in the car. Mm-hmm. And they was Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Just get back in. Mm-hmm. So I get back in the car. it's like it's getting worse.
The
Like
arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse, and I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. So I get out the car.
Yeah, it's always scary when you in. Always kind of more so scary and nerve wracking when you're in a car with people that's going back and forth yelling at each other. Because you never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? And so because because arguments can easily just go left. Someone might like throw some fist or pick up an inanimate object or like a gun or something like that. Or just crash the whip into another vehicle and cause an accident or swerve off the road. You know what I mean? Yeah, people can get crazy in arguments. Trust, I've been there. Now, it didn't happen to the extent of what happened with Megan Thee Stallion, but yeah, I can definitely get with her as far as like being petrified about being behind the wheel with people that's going back and forth with each other. You know what I mean? Because you just never know. Because people are crazy out this motherfucker, crazy out here these days.
And it's like everything happens so fast, and all I hear is this man screaming. He said, "Dance." And he started shooting, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times.
Georgia Power has invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid, installing new substations, upgrading transformers, and moving lines underground. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable. It's about making smart investments today and preparing for tomorrow.
Guys, think you can't eat like this to lose weight? Yes, you can. Nutrisystem has changed the game for men with new premium meals that are 50% bigger and have up to 30 grams of protein.
Bigger portion, tastes great, and lose weight. I'm down 115 pounds, and I feel great.
It was good food that yielded good results on a program that was real.
And I was
so is he in the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick, like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before. Mm-hmm. And I looked down at my feet because I wasn't even. The adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really bleeding. Mm-hmm. So I like drop down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying?
He's apologizing. He's like, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
but at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident.
Oh, don't bring up George Floyd in this bullshit, man. Do fucking not, man. Oh my God, I hate when people do this fucking shit, man. Like, it's your situation, and like, y'all was in the high end neighborhood. Like, people have the right to call the police on them, and plus. Like, and not to mention, they have to bring him back up in case, like, someone was to lose their shit and, start upping the weapon on him. We gotta make sure they got, back up, make sure just that the whole thing is just set up. And I already know, I kind of have a deal where she's going, but I should wait till she gets done saying what she has to say. But, I already know. Man. This is lose. I just kind of that.
This happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like, something bad is about to happen.
So somebody hears the gunshots. They call.
All right. Well, hold on.
Police. The police come. And they say what to you?
They tell everybody to get out the car.
TMZ obtained video from that night.
And then you could see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you, and I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like even.
Oh my God. You know what? No, I'm gonna let her finish.
This person just did this to me. My first reaction still was to try to save us. Like I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was meant to be.
No, I'm sure she's done right here, but I'm gonna say something. I gotta say something because I'm quite positive that none of them was fixing to die that night. I'm sure the police would just went by protocol, like made sure the area was clear of any sort of dangerous objects and make sure no sort of dangerous suspects is in the area. And had y'all went down to the station, asked questions like normally would, like took down reports because y'all was in a high-end neighborhood. Like that type of shit doesn't normally go down as far as what happened to you, Megan. Like for real. Like, so they have every right to come in like they did. You know what I mean? And none of y'all was fixing to die. Like, see, that's what kind of loses me when she does that. Like, trying to, we're trying to protect all of us because police out here hunting us down and all that shit, which is bullshit, man. Which is bullshit, man. That whole narrative is bullshit. You know what I mean? So I hate when she does that. I hate when Megan Thee Stallion does that, trying to just include all the other other instances as in her situation. Like, leave them out of it. You know what I mean? It's not even the same. Not even the same. Not even close. And now you're just paying every last fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, that don't make no sense at all. Like, she should have just told the truth right then and there, because I'm quite sure they would have, like, gotten the suspect, whoever shot you, and, like, charged him and everything, you know what I mean? But nope. I'm gonna do all his loyalty. Oh, gotta protect them, because we all was fixing to die. Like, none of y'all was fixing to die. None of y'all was fixing to die. None. I'm quite sure if y'all, folks came, they wanted to up the heat. They would just make sure, like, okay, make sure the area is clear. And plus, not to mention, they have to be prepared for a domestic dispute, because domestic disputes, cops have died, as well as suspects of said domestic disputes also have died, whether at the hands of the police or them attacking as well as them attacking the police or attacking the victim. You know what I mean? Look it up.
So, when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So, how did you go from the glass? Did you go to the hospital?
So, they took me straight to the hospital. And the police questioned me. And I said it was just glass.
You still stuck with that
story? I stuck with it. It was glass. And right as the officers were like, okay, we done with this, we leaving, the doctor came in and he was like, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fragments in this foot, and it's like right on the back of your Achilles. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were that you had been shot, and the medical report also says that to this day you still have
bullet fragments in my feet.
And there are still many people, as we sit here today, Megan, that don't even believe you were shot.
There is a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
I really thought that we were all friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment, and I was letting so many people in, and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me and just I could hang out with everybody, and I was just going through it.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating? What was the nature?
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every
friends, huh? Friends. Okay, Megan. If that's what you want, if that's the story you want to stick with, like, that's another thing that kind of puts some holes in that story. Like, why not just admit that y'all had a thing? You know what I mean? Come on now. Come on, man.
Okay. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan? Did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty to assault and weapons charges related to the shooting. We asked his attorney about Megan's allegations in this story. She responded that they look forward to addressing Ms. Pete's claims, including her inconsistencies, discrepancies, and omissions when his case goes to trial later this year. How has your life changed since you were shot?
I feel like my anxiety is worse.
What's up, guys? Alex here from ZBEC. Today I'm excited to show you our newest product, the ZBEC Tri-Screen 2.
I feel like my relationship with people it's gotten very cold because I'm not as trusting as I used to be.
I was going to ask you, is it hard for you to trust people?
Like, I've got this wall and I don't want to make any friends, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can to everybody. New people, I probably don't even hold a conversation longer than 30 minutes because I feel like every time I'm talking, I'm like on the verge of tears and I don't want to have to explain to strangers why I'm crying.
Yeah.
Half the time I just want to pick up the phone and call my mama and be like, what do I do? Like, it's too much. I feel crazy. I'm sad, like, and I feel like I have to hold it in because I have to be strong for so many people.
What do you say to people that still don't believe that you were actually shot?
I don't think any of this is for them. Like, it's for me. Like, I know this happened to me. Mm-hmm. And I'd rather it play out in court and the facts come out and everything comes out than me having to plead my case. And I'm a victim. Like, I'm the victim. Like, I'm not defending myself against anything. Like, something happened to me.
And following a pretrial hearing earlier this month, Tory Lanez was taken into custody and later released on bail. A judge ruled that he had violated protective orders, including one that prevents him from sharing information obtained through the criminal proceedings. An attorney for the other friend in the car that night, her name is Kelsey Harris. He told CBS News, "My client is a private person, does not wish to make a public statement at this time," and added, "I can assure you that my client has not been paid a dime by any party involved to remain silent, as suggested in social media posts." Okay. We also reached out to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office about this case. They told us this: "We believe the evidence substantially supports the charges and allegations, that the evidence will be borne out in court."
Oh, that was quite the interview, and I do apologize for, just losing my words, and, because it's just one of those pet peeves, especially, like, 2 years ago when celebrities want to bring, like, scenarios or incidents that have nothing to do with them, like, and try and say, oh, it's like this and that, Y, Z, and follow, like, BS narratives to, like, protect, like, a potential suspect. Like, come on. They're there to do a job, and if you need help, if you're harmed, like, I'm quite sure the suspect is not gonna die unless they were given a reason. Unless the suspect decides to be the aggressor in the situation. At that point, the cops gotta eliminate the threat. But anyway, like, in all honesty, like, I do feel for and another part of me does feel for Megan Thee Stallion, as far as, like, her not losing her moms and her grandma, like, around the same time periods within a year or two. Like, it must be hard for her just to deal with it. Plus, I think her dad passed away years ago, so she literally has no family out here. Like, now I'm sure she got other relatives as far as immediate family, like her mom, dad not being here, as well as her grandma. Like, the the people that support her music, like especially her mom's the main one that supported music. This must be tougher. It could explain a lot. It could really explain a lot of why she's going through what she's going through, and I do hope that she gets closure from this whole situation, and just come clean, and also just come clean when trial comes around, and just and whatnot, and just move on from the situation. You know what I mean? And hope she does heal like from that loss, because like I said, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's something that unless you like dealt with it yourself, you probably wouldn't get. You know what I mean? And so my heart does go out to her. You know what I mean? So in that sense, I mean the other parts, like I said before, like people have the right to ask questions about like the case. And I don't think people that were questioning the incident were I'm sure there were, and just say this, there were assholes out there that say, "Oh, she may not get shot or whatever," whoop-de-woo. But a good number of people actually believe that, okay, you got shot, but who did this and how come there's other details left out, X, Y, Z? Because people people are requiring minds and want to know. You know what I mean? Everyone's out to attack or deflect or all that, whatever case may be. But I'm sure this video's long anyway. Boy, I'm gonna probably do a follow up to get my complete thoughts, because you already seen how I felt about everything based on how I reacted to certain statements made in this interview, and I still didn't think it was a good idea for her to go on that platform. But hey, what do I know? I mean, I'm not a famous person, so I wouldn't know. Shit, I'm just a fan of people that, well, not a fan, but more so a person that just give my take on things that go on in the entertainment world. You know what I mean? And small, whether they're mainstream, independent, or just famous on the internet. You know what I mean? I just give my take on things. The more we react to more like interviews and stuff like that, or wrestling videos, countdowns, music videos, songs, countdowns, analysis videos, and the like. Be sure to post them in the comment section below. If this is the first time watching a reaction video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button. And also follow me on social media accounts, which will be posted in the description box below. This is your boy Black G92. This is your boy Black G92. About to sign off. Holla at your boy. Peace. And before I sign out, let's get this. Let's hope the trial comes around so we get this whole thing over with and expose who actually shot Megan. So then we can just be done with it. So we have to worry about inconsistent stories and all that shit from clients, people involved in any sort like that. So we have to worry about hearing them spew out bullshit narratives to keep said suspects under wraps. Let's just hope it gets settled.